In the ancient and prosperous kingdom of Kulu, a land blessed with lush landscapes and vibrant cultures, there lived a poor fisherman named Jabari. Kulu was renowned for its majestic palace, bustling markets, and serene rivers that nourished its people. Among the kingdom's greatest treasures was Princess Mimi, a woman of unparalleled beauty and grace, but known for her pride and aloofness. Jabari lived in a modest hut by the banks of the Ogun River. Every morning, he would set out in his worn-out canoe, casting his nets into the river in hopes of a bountiful catch. Despite his hard work, Jabari's earnings were meager, barely enough to provide for himself and his aging mother. One day, after hours of futile fishing, Jabari sat on the riverbank, contemplating his fate. As he gazed into the water, a wise old man with a long, flowing beard appeared beside him. "Why do you look so troubled, young fisherman?" asked the old man. Jabari sighed deeply. "I work tirelessly, yet my nets come back empty. I wish for a better Kulu for my mother and myself." The old man nodded thoughtfully. "Patience and perseverance, Jabari. Sometimes, the greatest rewards come from the most unexpected places." With those cryptic words, the old man vanished, leaving Jabari puzzled but oddly comforted. In the heart of Kulu, the grand palace stood as a testament to the kingdom's wealth and power. Princess Mimi, daughter of King Olumide, was admired by all for her beauty and elegance. However, her pride made her unapproachable. Many suitors had sought her hand, but she dismissed them all, believing no one was worthy of her. One afternoon, as Mimi strolled through the palace gardens, she overheard a conversation between handmaidens. "They say true love knows no bounds," one maid said dreamily. "Even a poor fisherman could win the heart of a princess if fate wills it." Mimi scoffed at the idea. "A fisherman? Ridiculous. No one of such lowly status could ever be worthy of me." Days turned into weeks, and one evening, as Jabari prepared to cast his net one last time, he noticed something glimmering in the water. Curious, he waded into the river and pulled out a beautiful golden fish. As he held the fish in his hands, it began to speak. "Kind fisherman, please release me back into the river. In return, I shall grant you 3 wishes." Astonished, Jabari agreed and set the golden fish free. "For my first wish, I ask for abundant fish to fill my nets every day," he said. "Your wish is granted," replied the fish. "What is your second wish?" "I wish for my mother to be healthy and live a long life," Jabari said. "Your wish is granted. What is your third wish?" Jabari thought for a moment. "I wish to meet Princess Mimi and have a chance to win her heart." The fish's eyes twinkled. "Your third wish is the most difficult, but it is granted. Farewell, kind fisherman." The next morning, Jabari's nets were overflowing with fish, each more magnificent than the last. Word of his miraculous catch spread quickly, and soon, Jabari became a wealthy man. He built a beautiful house for Mama Sod and ensured she received the best care. One day, a royal messenger arrived at Jabari's door. "The king has heard of your incredible fortune and wishes to invite you to the palace." Dressed in his finest clothes, Jabari nervously entered the grand hall. Princess Mimi sat beside her father, her eyes meeting Jabari's with curiosity and surprise. "Welcome, Jabari," King Olumide said warmly. "Your story has intrigued us all. Please, Tell us how you came to be so fortunate." Jabari recounted his tale, including his encounter with the golden fish. As he spoke, Mimi found herself drawn to his humility and sincerity. Despite her growing admiration for Jabari, Mimi's pride remained a barrier. She decided to test his character to see if he was truly worthy. "Jabari," she said, "I will consider your courtship, but first, you must complete 3 tasks to prove your worth." Jabari nodded, determined to prove himself. "What are the tasks, princess?" "First, you must find and bring me a rare flower that blooms only on the highest peak of Mount Kilimanjaro. Second, you must retrieve a pearl from the depths of the Great Sea. Lastly, you must capture the essence of a rainbow." Jabari set out on his journey, his heart filled with determination. The trek to Mount Kilimanjaro was arduous, but he pressed on, driven by his love for Mimi. After days of climbing, he reached the summit and found the rare flower. With great care, he plucked it and began his descent. Next, Jabari journeyed to the Great Sea. He sought the help of skilled divers who led him to the pearl's location. With courage and persistence, Jabari dove into the depths, finally emerging with a glistening pearl in his hand. For the final task, Jabari traveled to the edge of the kingdom, where rainbows often graced the sky. He met a wise woman who told him, "To capture the essence of a rainbow, you must understand its meaning. A rainbow symbolizes hope, unity, and the beauty of life's spectrum." Jabari pondered her words and realized that the essence of a rainbow could not be physically captured. Instead, he returned to Kulu with a profound understanding of its significance. Jabari presented the rare flower and the pearl to Princess Mimi. "And what of the rainbow?" she asked. Jabari smiled. "Princess, the essence of a rainbow is its symbolism of hope and unity. It cannot be captured, but it can be embraced and shared with others." Mimi's heart softened, realizing the depth of Jabari's wisdom and love. She turned to her father. "Father, I have found the man who is truly worthy." The kingdom of Kulu rejoiced as preparations for the royal wedding began. Jabari and Mimi were married in a grand ceremony, their union symbolizing the joining of humility and pride, wealth and wisdom. The people of Kulu celebrated for days, their hearts filled with joy and hope. Jabari proved to be a compassionate and just prince, ruling alongside Mimi with kindness and wisdom. The proud princess and the humble fisherman complemented each other perfectly, bringing prosperity and harmony to the kingdom. Years passed, and Jabari and Mimi's love story became a cherished legend in Kulu. Their children grew up hearing the tale of their parents' journey, learning that true worth is not measured by wealth or status, but by character and the ability to love selflessly. And so, the kingdom of Kulu thrived, its people forever inspired by the story of the poor fisherman and the proud princess, who found their greatest treasures in each other.